Hey guys, Coach Jeff with another pro hockey breakdown. Let's watch this play where we're going to see a face-off in the offensive zone in a power play situation and an example of a set play. Okay, there you have it. Let's break this down. So we're going to start by looking at the standard power play offensive zone setup for the forwards. Primarily, we've got the centerman at the dot in a stance ready to take a face-off. We've got the right winger who's already coming into the circle, and we've got the left winger in a similar situation. What they're noticing, the reason why they're jumping towards the center is we're already about a second into the face-off, and what's happened is the puck's been dropped and there's not a clear or a clean win on either side, and so the centermen are locking their blades a little bit of their sticks, and the puck is going to just kind of dribble out to the side. And when that happens, it's going to be available to the first person that gets there. The centermen are all tied up. They're not going anywhere. They're not going to be able to pivot and knock the puck out very easily. So as the puck rolls out, it's going to be a little bit of a mad dash to see who's going to be able to get into that circle fastest and get the puck. And so who's it going to be? These players. The offensive player. We'll see. In an ideal situation, when you have a clean win, what that looks like is the puck just comes immediately out, either between the centerman's legs or sometimes just off to the side. That's winning the puck backwards. Sometimes they might elect to win the puck to the side, which is another option. So in this case, though, the puck does kind of squibble out to the side, and we'll see quickly what happens there. Okay, you can actually see the puck between the legs right there. Everybody can take a look at that. So there it is. And guess who got there first? Our guy, our offensive forward, coming from the right-hand hash mark of the circle. And had he not had such a good jump when the puck was dropped, he probably wouldn't have been first, because look who's right on his heels. We've got the defensive player. But as it turns out, he's going to beat him. And he doesn't have a lot of options, but what he wants to do is recreate what might have happened on a clean win anyway and pass it back to the defenseman, who you can't see in the picture, but there is one just back here, and the other defenseman is actually way up the ice. You can't see, and I'm trying to give you some idea, but way up this way up the ice by the blue line. Okay, so wins the puck, taps it back. You'll see the defenseman, there you go, catching the puck. And what you didn't see happen there that I want to point out is this defenseman here actually was drifting in at the time that they noticed that the puck had been won, right? At the time he noticed that the puck was going to actually make its way this way. He started drifting in to this massively wide open area of the ice, because if he can somehow get the puck, he's got a pretty generous lane to the goal. Now let's just consider what might have happened had we not won. And if I can back up a little bit, well, let's keep it right here. But let's say he was back in his original starting place, which was shifted over a lot further. If the other team had won the puck back their way, well, one of the things that could have happened to try to clear the puck would be to send it up the boards and ice, or clear the puck, I guess, in a penalty kill situation. But the good news about his starting position was that he was pretty quickly able to, he would be pretty quickly able to go and seal that boards pass off and keep it in their zone. But in this case, like we said, puck was won back. Okay, he drifts forward. He's got a beautiful lane. If he can get the puck, and it looks like he's probably going to, because the puck handler is now here with a lot of time and space to make a good decision. So, going to make a nice pass to the open defenseman, who, by the way, is sending the sort of signal that, hey, I'm ready for this, and I want it, and I'm going to take a big crack at it once I get it, because he's got his stick up in the air like this, giving the other defenseman the sign that, hey, I'm open and I want the puck, and I'm going to get a good shot if I can get it. And so the puck was passed, just perfect pass. I'm going to point one thing out here, if I can do this really quickly. Take a look at the flex happening there on the stick. That's pretty impressive. And he was able to get that degree of flex by really winding up and getting a lot of force driving through the sticks. So that's just another little thing to point out. Gets a really nice shot on the goal, which finds its way into the back of the net. I always like to highlight that so you can see it right there. Boom. That's a goal. So that's a face-off win in a power play situation. The set play was really this right here. I'll just kind of let's freeze everybody right there. What the set play is this. Win it back to your defenseman, pass it to the other defenseman who's had a chance to drift in, kind of unnoticed. It's going to be really hard for these guys to recover, although they do a little bit. They do a pretty good job, but not good enough and they weren't fast enough to really block what happened next. Okay, so this is the set play is really, it's two things that happen, and in this case a third thing kind of happened because we relied on the winger to actually really win the face-off. But the set play is two things: passing it back to the defenseman right off the face-off, getting it to the other open defenseman who's kind of snuck in from the boards on the other side. Okay, so watch that one more time. Puck goes back to there, that defenseman. Now puck goes over to the side, shot on goal, and goal. And just to be, just to be a little bit more analytical about this, let's see how long that actually takes. We'll put a timer over here. Let's see how long that play actually takes to happen, starting now. So to the time that it gets the shot, that was about a little over 2 seconds. Okay, so how long does it take to get the puck to the first defenseman? Well, there goes the puck. Boom. A little over 1 second. right? A little over 1 second for that to happen, right? How long does it take to get to from that point in time to get to the second defenseman, right? A little less than another second, but you're at about 2 seconds total right now. And then buries it in the back of the net. So this happens very, very quickly. It's a beautiful set play off a face-off in a power play situation in the offensive zone. Thanks a bunch.